Hello and welcome to this week's Devlog video of my project Mini Countries. Today I'm going to show you the progress of the last 2 weeks, which was mostly about recreating the industry buildings I've made, working on the tutorial and help system, adding the Steam integration and a lot of bug fixes. Let's jump right in after the intro. Some people told me that the previous industry building did not fit the style of all the other buildings they've seen in Mini Countries, and to be honest, they were right. So I started looking for some references I was able to find to hit the style. Actually, I only had one building for the industry so far, but you're able to upgrade the industry buildings up to level 3 industries. A level 1 industry building creates a better resource out of a single one, so if you take wood and put it into the production slot, you will get planks out of it. This is needed for cities which requests planks, but some resources are also useful to create later resources. So that's the new model I've created for the level 1 industry. It doesn't have the previous production animation, but I like it way much more than the previous model. I also extended the industry pop-up since there should be a condition where the player is able to upgrade an industry to level 2 or 3. So to upgrade an industry building from level 1 to level 2, it's necessary to produce 100 resources until the upgrade possibility appears. The specialty about the upgrade is that an upgraded industry building cannot produce level 1 resources anymore. So you should only upgrade industries if really needed, and it does not break your current game. An upgraded industry building has 2 slots, and if both are filled with the right resource, it will produce an even better resource. The combinations of the resources are quite logical, but there should be a hint for the player so he knows how to produce a specific resource. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to add this into the game, but if you have any ideas, please let me know down in the comments. In the last devlog video, I've mentioned that I started with the tutorial system, and this week I've added videos to the first page. This should visualize the most important information which stands in the lower description. For the cities, there is just the animation, how it looks when a new city appears on the map. And for the global resources, the progress and the production possibilities will be explained in the short clip. Of course, the helpful hints should be available for the player every time, so I added a help button to the lower left of the screen. If you click the button, there will be a quite similar pop-up with all the unlocked information. Currently it's just an early version where you can select the first 2 topics by the drop-down, but I'm going to add all the items with a currently locked description or something like that. This pop-up will be shown to the player without changing this game state into pause mode, but of course this can be changed by the player manually if he needs more time to look up some information. Since a lot of gameplay mechanics had already been implemented, I started with some release stuff as well. So I started working on the Steam integration. I sat down and thought about some achievements the player can collect, and I designed them in Inkscape. I uploaded them on Steam and added the same system I've used in Road to a City to unlock the achievements when they have been reached. So far there are 12 achievements ready and already working, but what are your achievement suggestions for the game by just looking at the devlogs or even trying the open alpha? Let me know down in the comments and I will add them to the game if they fit and if they haven't already been added. I also worked on some bugs I've had on my list from the alpha feedback and which had been occurred when testing the game. The industry building, for example, stopped producing resources if there wasn't a trade building connected. That doesn't make any sense if the production building has resources in stock and if it's connected to a stock building where the resources can be delivered to. So I've checked the condition which is made before and while upgrading a resource and it now produces the resource even if there is no connected trait anymore. Another thing which bugged me quite a lot when testing the game was that the not connected icon stayed active when a connected building has been deleted. That was just an easy fix, since I've a reference to the UI icon when creating a new map object, so I only forgot to delete the reference when removing the building. An issue I thought I've already fixed it some weeks ago was highlighting not existing roads on a hex tile. That happened when the player removed a connection, which should stay activated until the open transport has been completed. And right after that, the hex tile got highlighted incorrectly. As mentioned in a former devlog, I've created a special mesh for the hex tile, and I'm able to assign the faces with its own color, which makes it look like roads. So I had to dive into the update tile color function to avoid highlighting the roads. And now the hex tile colors should not be affected anymore in case the inactive connection got removed. And as you are able to hear, I also added most of the sound effects to the game, which instantly lifts up the game to a higher level. And that's it for this week's devlog. If you liked the video and the progress you've seen, hit the like button to give me some positive feedback and to support the channel. Activate the bell to not miss the next video. Have a great start into the next week, and see you next time. Cheers!